Guys, welcome back to Ken Cinema Sofa. If it's your first time here, I'm your brother Ken, a missionary of 15 years in Japan. But this channel is all about exploring my other passion, awesome cinema and TV. It's been a long time coming. I know that there are people that have been eyeing me from all across the seas. Why haven't you finished Haunting of Hill House? This is it, guys. Forgive me. I'm ready to get with it. Since I started this back up a couple months ago, I have, the mystery of this whole thing has been stirred up again in me. And it's kind of bittersweet. I'm glad that this is the final episode, but I don't want the world of Mike Flanagan to end. So I'm really looking forward to getting into the other series. Take a little break, but yeah, I'm gonna come back, circle back around to Flanagan soon enough. The last episode we dealt with the mother's side of that fateful night, right? And I was surprised that it was a little bit more humane than I expected it to be. I thought that she was like from the first scene earlier in the series with her chasing them down the hall. Like I just imagined like this ghoulish, evil dead, deadite mom, But no, it was much more nuanced and once again dealing with the mental state. Flanagan is really smart with that, kind of walking that edge, that fine line between horror and mental illness. And that's what it looked like once again. But of course, we know this is a supernatural threat, right? Unless it's just a whole family drama of, hallucinating everything in their history of mental illness. But I think it's much more than that. So yeah, look, without further ado, let's get into it. Look, if it's your first time with me, consider subscribing, help a brother out, join the network, join the channel. I'm getting much more active now. I appreciate your comments and your suggestions and even just your insights into my insights and into this show and all things cinema and TV. So get your snacks, let's go. Okay, kids, once again.
Mr. Dudley says this is a master key, so it's supposed to open any door in the house.
You really think he would give you the key to this? Don't tell me that girl has been in the red room the whole time.
Hello? If there's a pony in there, it's dead.
Ah. So that's what that was. Ah.
You're not funny, Luke.
So it was her. Okay. That's that. Wait a minute. Okay. So this house, I don't know, folds time, or let me just stop thinking.
I am home. I am home, I thought.
Hey.
Hey. How was it?
It was great. Kelly says hi. Her orders.
I was gonna cook.
I know, but she wants fries. All the fries. Nothing but
Whoa. Huh?
I was writing.
Slow. It's really slow.
She's pregnant. So they jumped ahead in the future, or?
It might also be said that some houses are born bad. Too much?
It depends. Where are you?
Dad and I just got to the house, and we know Luke bought the gasoline, and we're about to go inside.
This is interesting.
She's getting ready to join this family. One day she's going to ask about her grandfather and about her Uncle Luke. What happened in that house? Whose story did you need to hear the most?
Interesting.
She needs to hear this.
I like this storytelling technique. I like it. I like this. It's hard to get over how different this woman is from Midnight Mass.
It was a house without kindness. Never meant to be lived in.
I agree with that. I said that once before. Who would want to live in this place? Seriously. I guess, a lot of old houses are like this, right? In the UK, even in America. Any place that has a study or a drawing room. That's that guy. They're all here.
Look at me.
Fear is the relinquishment of logic, the willing relinquishing of reasonable patterns.
That is jacked up. It's good acting here, though, on his part. Can they really wrap this up in this time limit? Like, what is it that's haunting this place?
Take off the hinges. How hard can it be?
Look, I tried everything.
Maybe it was the two of us.
Wait!
Why don't you come to bed?
I'm not entirely sure that this is not part of the haunting as well. Because I thought he got a vasectomy. Or was he like Kramer from Seinfeld and got it reversed? He's even more potent.
The door opened and I saw Luke, and then...
Luke died.
No, he was alive on the floor.
You have to say it. You gotta finally say it, Steve.
Can't say what happened.
It's still too soon. Why don't you come to bed?
I can't say what happened after the door closed. I don't remember how I got out of the house. I don't remember us reconciling.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Finding out you were pregnant.
Mm-hmm. Here we go.
Because you haven't written it yet. The things you write about are real. Those people are real. Their feelings are real. Their pain is real.
Here we go.
Not to you, is it?
She's tapping into the
Not
Beth
to
Keane
you.
now.
To your life is plastic. You are a plastic parasite. A plastic hack, aren't you, honey? Because you haven't really seen it, have you? You haven't shot it out in prose.
Shit.
Feed you and you and pay the bills while you squinted over some novel that nobody was going to read or publish. This little one,
Ugh.
she won't be real either.
Okay.
My love, if she eats me from the inside, will you lose your mind? Like your mother.
Ugh.
Steve.
Whoa. They're all there. Okay, this is what I remember. Whoa!
What do you think?
Okay, so she didn't double cross him.
You saved me.
But I didn't. You took the money and you ran away.
All right.
I never found you.
No. No, I came here. I got us this hotel room. And I found you the payphone, remember? I think it's because you're sweet on me. A little bit.
Yeah. What is that?
One last time. Just to get well
come
before we get clean.
Oh, I'm 90 days clean.
That's not clean. You can 12-step it and collect your chips, but you're never clean. Never really clean. One day that needle's going back in your arm. You have an appointment with...
You know, this is so evil. Like, and I think it's interesting because this show is kind of showing evil more actually in a biblical way, because Satan is more than just a boogeyman. Like, he desires complete destruction of human beings through not only terror, ripping you apart if he could, but if he's not allowed to do that by God, which he usually isn't, whatever addiction you have, eating away your relationships, killing your mental state.
No, I won't.
Baby, you already did. If you look long enough at the wallpaper, you can see that little girl. It's the little girl with the runny egg eyes.
Oh, what the? I forgot about this show. The last episode, they kind of gave it a rest. Okay, so they actually made it themselves. Stick together. Stick close together. Okay, so this guy. Whoa! Catch her. Don't let her fall.
I didn't order that.
Yeah, back up. But I kind of see where this is going, though. Unfortunately. Is that the guy from One Tree Hill? I only ever watched Supernatural on CW.
Only
Canadian jerk wings.
Serves me right for not being able to spot a ring at 10 yards. I will keep it professional. Hand to God. We can chat embalming technique.
Oh, is this like a convention for like undertakers?
And since we missed last
Gonna
call,
do it.
I've got all the makings of a mean martini in my room and want a nightcap.
Mm-hmm. Married too, huh?
I enjoyed the conversation, but I'm gonna say goodnight.
Should have said goodnight a long time ago. Don't want to ever let it get this far.
That's not what you said, though. You walked out of the bar, crossed the lobby, into the elevator, and you had that martini, didn't you? How old was Jaden then? 6?
This is ironic. Of course, the irony, right? And she thought her husband was cheating on her, and
Children were screaming, and your husband just drifted out of focus, didn't he? You went upstairs with me because of the ring, because the ring meant...
You had as much to lose as I did.
I'm a good wife. What?
Shirley never wants to love, but Shirley has to love. You know something most people don't? The instant someone dies, they learn everything. When I die, I'm gonna wake up in that hotel room and have to watch every single thing she did. And that scares her so bad, she hopes she'll die first. I fixed her. I ripped out her organs and eyeballs and wired her jaw. So she
God,
couldn't
man, this is horrific.
And
But part of me is wondering, is that the process? Is that what they actually do?
But underneath, she is a horror. And we pickle it and paint it, but it's still death.
Flanagan is really good at just uncovering the depths of evil, right? This is almost like Satan talking. Well, I'm watching The Chosen tonight. I ain't going to sleep with this. So her sister, the sister keeps coming and saving each one of them.
Real. He's dying. Come on.
So what's happening with Theo? I was about to say Theon. Theon Greyjoy.
When I was a child, my mother spanked me for throwing a rock through a greenhouse roof.
Well, you deserve that. I'm sorry.
For the only time in my life, she hit me.
Well, consider yourself blessed. Look, my grandma, once she got that switch down, if you're from the South and from the States, or if you're black, you know what the switch is about. The greener it is, the rougher it is, baby.
I don't feel anything. I don't feel anything else.
As your normal.
Fear and guilt.
Fear and guilt are sisters. I knew a man once who knew those sisters well. Every morning he went just a little more mad.
It's funny because even as this girl is talking, even the style of speech and everything, I'm imagining that flapper from the 20s.
His fingers were shredded on his own bricks until his scratches just sounded like
Screaming babies.
rats in a wall.
Yeah. So she's talking about the guy that did die behind the wall. Yeah.
No.
Fucking dare, Luke. Fucking dare.
I was really hoping that he was going to spring up.
Sweetheart. You're awake.
Where are we?
We're home, my love. I was driving in the car with your grandmother, and we passed a house adorned with a forest of red roses. And I fell in love with that house, and with houses all at once.
Your big boy hat. We're going to have a tea party with big boy hats and cups of stars, and we're so glad you're finally here. Go. Have a seat. Don't.
So even as a kid, Nellie is still trying to help out her siblings in the kid form.
Go.
Why does she keep saying that?
Honey, just look at me.
I don't want to be dead.
But you want to be in here.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. Please.
Don't.
No, I have to get.
Please.
Oh, yes. I'm so glad to see that.
She saved me.
I feel a little clearer just now.
Get it.
All this time we tried to get into this room and now we can't get the fuck out.
I feel like I've been here before.
We have. So many times and we didn't know it. Our moments fall around us like rain.
It was your dance studio, Theo. It was my toy room. It was a reading room for Mom. Family room for Shirley. Treehouse. But it was always the red room.
Put on different faces so that we'd be still and quiet while it digested.
I wonder if he's. I'm sorry, but he's just like, can I get to a hospital?
I'm so sorry our last words were in anger.
They weren't our last. Sorry that I didn't answer the phone. But you did. So many times.
I'm sorry if I didn't listen, and I'm sorry if...
Wouldn't have changed anything. I need you to know that.
I can imagine that the house is not liking this, right? It wants to destroy, divide, right? And this is healing, therapeutic. It's too bad he had to sit all of that out. Man, can you imagine passing out in that place? And in the hallway? So then that begs the question, like, was he really seeing? Yeah.
The first was young Miss Groton. She tried not to let him in. He stabbed her with a corn knife. That's how his crimes began. The next was Grandma Groton. The last was Baby Groton, all in his trundle bed.
This is, you know what? I think it's fitting, though, that the dad is having to deal with this.
Stay away.
He's just too cute there.
Away.
Forgive a girl for being lonely.
But all those wedding beds go cold.
So I wonder if it really was, as he said, just seeing his wife as some kind of like coping mechanism, or was it really just the ghost?
How long has it been since you were here?
Longer than I intended. It was too hard to see you here. Had you with me.
Oh, love. That wasn't me. That was just you.
They're out there and we're in here and the children are finally safe.
But no, they're not.
You took them and you hurt them, Hugh, and they suffered.
They did. They all do. Even if they're broken or addicted or joyless, or yes, even if they die, we have to watch it all because we're parents. We loved each other so well that created a new star.
The night sky is full of dead stars. They explode to death.
Yeah, I keep forgetting. This, I missed this. This show's writing is so deep and philosophical.
I won't let you take them away again. They'll die.
They will die if they stay. They're dying now. You have always said that our job was to send them sailing.
That was a dream.
Out into the world.
A dream.
Into the world. Let them go.
I'll be alone again.
If you open that door right now, I will make a promise to you that I will keep forever.
Oh, we had 5 of them.
No. Stay with me. Stay awake. Stay with...
Sacred Heart's closest. I can navigate. Are you guys coming with us, or...?
Go ahead. There's one more thing your brother and I have to do here. We'll see you there.
What?
I'll meet you at the hospital.
Dad. What did I see?
Wow, it's just like, are they actually watching it?
What happened?
I don't know. We were looking for...
You. I can fix it. Put it down.
No, I can...
Need to get the police.
Why are you here?
Our daughter snuck out of her bed tonight, and we thought maybe.
Oh, no, that was their daughter. Ah.
No.
So she was real. Oh, my God, man.
I didn't know.
Mommy? Abby, what happened? Who hurt you, baby girl?
Honey?
Okay, so that's why In that episode, he came and saw the police officer, and he looked like he was out of his mind. So what happened? Did they stay with the ghost?
Burn this house to the ground.
Horace, he can't. She's still here.
Bury her by the cottage in the garden that she loved. And when she's buried and it's done, we'll say nothing. We kept her out of the world to keep her safe. None of we're the only ones who would even know to mourn her.
Man.
They don't need to hear anything else. Or remember their mother in any way but the way that she truly was. We can protect that for you.
If what?
Leave the house
If
alone.
you keep this house, keep us on.
So is that what happened? It was starving so much that it went seeking them in the real world? Because that's what happened, right? Okay, so that explains why he wouldn't speak to the police officer. He wouldn't tell him hardly anything. That is so creepy. Wow. They got the body of the girl and her ghost right in front. Ah. You know what? Yeah, man, I was wondering about that the whole time. I just figured it was a ghost. That's sad, man.
Some things can't be told.
Yeah, you
You
have
live that.
to see it. I mean, they're showing me. I'm living it.
This is all yours now. The house. And the promise. You. And your sisters. And your brother. We're the best part of life. Never been prouder of anything. That and be kind to each other. And nothing else.
So it looks like they're not going to go into... okay. These are all the spirits here.
I've lived with ghosts since I was a kid. Ghosts are guilt. Ghosts are secrets.
They always have to spin it this way, right? Especially in the Flanagan style, you know, have to spin it in a more rational way. Or he's probably just doing that just to talk to her.
I have something I have to tell you, but I need you to remember while I do that I love you. I'm going to jump, and I'm asking you to hold my hand, okay?
And I hope you have the right person who's willing to do that. Not to say, I didn't know what was going to happen. Like, that grip was going to get tight.
Walls never work that way.
What about these? Oh, trash.
They kill me with that. So, like in these kind of stories where most of the story has been murky weather, and then at the end, when resolution comes, it's a bright sky. But weren't there sunny days before? I thought she was going to walk past them. I felt a shiver. Oh, is this? Oh, okay.
We're here.
That's the baby. That's the child they lost.
To it.
2 years sober?
Fight it. But we cannot.
2 days? No.
Hill House, not sane, stands against its hills, holding darkness within.
The first lines of the show.
And those who walk there walk together.
Well, guys, that was my reaction to The Haunting of Hill House, episode 10, series finale. We're done. Why did I just do that? I don't know. Yeah, wow. Well, for one thing, I'm happy to finish a journey I started 2 years ago. I'm sorry for you all that had to wait, but I am glad I finally came back to it. There is a lot, as I've said throughout the whole series, of Mike Flanagan feeling out and searching out the idea of why and existence and life and death and God and evil. The thing that sticks out to me is just the idea of this house that is so hungry for light and to eat up light and eat up love, that it actually began to go out into the world and send these specters, these ghosts out to search for these children, right, in their adult lives. And I wonder, like, okay, with the father coming back and making that promise, with him walking into the light and being there with the family, every other way that happened in the story, there was some gruesome death. So what happened? Did he walk in there and step on a rusty nail, or I don't know, but I'm sorry, let me get serious, but I don't really have much to say. I enjoyed this series. The reason I don't have much to say is because I said a lot about it in every episode. This episode I didn't speak as much because I was just taking in what was going on. I think this series it's really good. I think Midnight Mass for me is a little bit higher. I think this series mostly is scarier than Midnight Mass. But Midnight Mass has a horror that is not only the traditional scares, but a deep theological horror that really struck a chord with me as a missionary, as a minister. But yeah, I really enjoyed The Haunting of Hill House. Now I'm a little bit worried because I don't know what to do exactly about the other series. I even looked at a ranking online of which, what people felt is the best series and all that. I do believe that they're all good and you're just judging one series, one masterwork against another masterwork from the same auteur, right? So I'm down with that. I'm down with getting into more Flanagan. If you like my reaction, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, feel free to give it a thumbs down. I'm getting back on the horse, right? Ready to giddy up, get some more commentaries going, and I'm just ready to explore cinema and TV again, like I did in the beginning with this channel. This year, we're going to get into it. We're going to do it up. Anyway, God bless you wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you next time on the sofa.